All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a very, very, very special Christmas edition of Sports Therapy with FH Jr. I am your host. Now, it is Christmas night. And look, I have to be able to I'm going to be honest, it is hard for me to do this show tonight. It's not that I don't want to be with my fans, but man, I've been eating turkey, I've been eating dressing, I have been eating candy yams, and man, ay. But I'm gonna power through it for the fans. Now, this is the Christmas episode, week 16 of Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Now, let me go over the rules for the rule breakers. Remember, sports therapy is sports entertainment only. We don't talk politics. I don't give a fat rat's butt what the Democrats are doing, or do I care what the Republicans are doing. This is sports entertainment. It is not real medical advice. Oh, we don't talk race relation, nor do we talk sexual orientation. All are welcome to call in, and the number to call in is always 940-329-4110. We are streamed live on Facebook and YouTube, and also follow me and the show on Instagram. And yeah, first of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening. And you know what? If you at home and you kind of like been hanging out with the family and you want to slide away, hey man, just slide into a little room that you got at the house and call, and let's talk about let's talk football. Yeah, football playoffs. Yeah, let's talk that, and then you can get back to the festivities. But as you can see, I am done in a whole different attire. Normally, I'm in the standard uniform, but this is the new standard Christmas uniform, augmented by the Commander Christmas hat. I got some people at work might call this an ugly sweater, but there's nothing ugly about the Washington Commanders or the Washington Redskins or the football team. We are family. Now, this show, man, I don't even know, man, because before I begin, I want to say a couple of things. Now, the show is sponsored. This show will be sponsored by always Crown Royal, but it will also be sponsored by, we got a new sponsor. It's called the Real Estate House of Texas. Yeah, we got a new sponsor. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. That's the Real Estate House of Texas. That's our new sponsor. We're gonna, I'll give a little plug later on. We'll get into that a little bit more. But you know how the format of the show is where callers get 2 minutes. You can call, rip, rant, raise a little hell, kick some knowledge, laugh, whatever. But you know what? Now I will admit that I am going to be I'm gonna be a client on my own show because my commanders. Oh Jesus, man, I don't even know where to start. So you guys will be hearing from me, and I am going to kick a little knowledge, go off, call out some people. But the gist of the show is where you cannot use the whole show to talk about the entire game. But man, I don't know where to start. I just don't. We had the playoffs, because I did a promo early this week, and I said, you know what, my Commanders, we will have the stage all to ourselves. We're either gonna show up or we're gonna crap the bed. And you know what we did? We crapped the bed. Yeah, national. We had the national spotlight. Man, that's a whole different story. But anyway, I also want to take this time to not acknowledge the passing of a couple of key. I wouldn't call them. I just want to take this time to acknowledge the death of two former NFL players. One was former Denver Broncos running back Ronnie Hillman. He died at age 31. I got a chance to watch Ronnie play, and now he wasn't what you would call a some Hall of Fame back, but you know what? He was good. Yeah, he was a difference maker, and I'll tell you, I want to send my condolences out to the family, and he's gonna be missed. He's gonna be missed. Yes, he will be missed. Also, I'd like to take the time to send my condolences out to the family of the late running back Franco Harris. Now, youngsters, if you don't know who Franco Harris is, Google Franco Harris and then get back to me. Because that's one of my many nicknames. People, if you know me, some people call me Ham, F.A. Jr., then some know. Some of my real closest friends call me Franco. And that's for a tribute to the late, great running back, Franco Harris. Franco, you the man. You the man, Franco. And you will be missed. All right. Had to get that out there, man. All right. Sports Therapy, F.A.
Hello?
Jr.
Hey.
Hey, 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 hey. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jay. Merry Christmas. Jay, before we begin, are you in good spirits?
I am.
You are? Well, good. Now, this show is streamed live, and, and then callers can also get the opportunity to call in, whatever. But, Jay, before we talk about your, your Saints, someone dropped a gift off at my house. So I am going to open this gift. Now, see, as a kid, I was not a good. I was never on the gift wrapping team, and so I'm one of those people that when I would get a gift, I just rip into it. I bypass all because some people like to open up a gift and save the paper. I.e., my sister, and I won't call her name, but she probably But I'm one of those people I just rip in. But someone left a gift at my house, and it says "Open on the show." And so, Jay, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, well, Jay, I'm getting ready to
That's
open.
nice.
I'm getting ready to, I know. It says "Open on," and the first thing I did, Jay, I held it up to make sure it wasn't
What's
ticking. I held it up to make sure it wasn't ticking.
Important.
So, I'm gonna rip into this thing and give myself a big drum roll. And you know what? Whoa! I can't believe this. It's not
What
a,
is it?
huh? It is a replica. Hold on. I'm gonna hold it up. Jay, I don't know if you can see this out there in TV land, but it is a replica of. It's a replica of a football helmet. You know what the colors are, Jay? You know what the team represents? My wife's the Commanders, man. It is sweet. Wow, this is nice. Whoever gave me this gift, God bless you. God bless you, man. This is nice, and it's going on the shelf. I'm gonna put it next to my bottle of Crown Royal. All right, so I just had to do that because we're all in the Christmas spirit. Bah humbug and all that good stuff. So Jay, now that I'm all hyped up, what say ye?
There was a game.
Yeah, there was. Your Saints took on the Browns. And I tell people, these are not your father's Browns. They are the new Browns.
Nah, yeah, they looked all right. But and in the Saints, they held tight. We back home, won that. It's a win. It's done.
And you know what, Jay? You guys are still alive for the playoff. That was a must-win for the Saints. I will say that. That was a must-win for the Saints. You guys needed that win. Jay, I'm gonna drink a little. I'm gonna drink a little eggnog on the air. That's non-alcoholic now. Hey, don't anybody start hiding women and children. This is not. This is non-alcoholic. Just a little Christmas spirit. Jay, that's good stuff. Straight from the North Pole. But you guys stayed alive. You guys still alive, and you know what?
Yeah, Andy looked good.
He did.
We missed some tackles, and you know, but yeah, it looked nice.
Yeah, you guys got one more major obstacle coming up. I think it's gonna be this week. You guys will take on the Steelers. I think you guys take on the Steelers this week. No, I take that back. You guys are taking. You guys are taking on the Eagles. Fly Eagles, fly. It's a must game.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way. You guys got a good chance of making the playoffs. Eagles have nothing to lose or nothing to gain, so that's a good chance. They may just decide to just not risk it, not get anybody hurt because they're not gonna, nothing's gonna change with the Eagles one way or the other. So it's like they've clinched the division. So who knows? But I tell you what, the Who That Nation they look good. And I will say this for a long time. I actually saw the Saints play a whole football game. Sometimes I watch the Saints play and you guys play a good half or your defense play good one week and the offense doesn't play that well.
Right.
Offense play well.
And then we clenching our fingers and clenching our fists and crossing your fingers and toes and opening.
I know. And as I was telling you last week, you guys are only one game out. In fact, in probably about another 30 minutes, the Buccaneers gonna play, and if they lose,
oh yeah, I can't wait to see this.
if they lose, in fact, right now they're not in first place right now. Right now the Jaguars are in first place, and that's because the Buccaneers haven't played for this week. So when they play tonight, if they win, they go back in first place. If they lose, they're not. So they'll be tied with you guys for hell. I think it's like a 3-way tie for either second place or last place or whatever the hell you want to call it. But you guys, the way I see it, if you guys can win your last 2 games, I think you guys got a shot at making it because you have to win the division. So it's there. It's there. It's there.
Right. We'll see.
But you guys look good this weekend. I can tell because you're not upset.
Yeah. yeah, we look good. We had Taysom in there. He was doing his thing.
The referee didn't make any bad calls to steal it from you, all like they normally do when it get to be this time.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, man, the who that I found it weird because you guys, that wasn't a home game. I was surprised.
Right, we played in the cold and everything.
Yes, and I was thinking, you know what, the Who That Nation gonna have to travel to not Cincinnati, but you all had to travel to Cleveland. Man, it was cold as the dickens out there. I mean, I wasn't there, but hell, it was cold as the dickens here. So I can imagine what it was there. But you guys showed up. Y'all did. And I tell people, man, if I wasn't if I was a Commander fan, I would probably be rolling with the Who That Nation. But it was
we got jerseys for you.
Well, you know what? Someone asked me. They said, "Hey, someone asked me a question. They said, "Hey, man, why is it that they said, hey, why don't you hang some other team jerseys up in the closet there where you do your show?" And I said, you know what? I probably will next year. I'll start to I'll put up some different team jerseys up just to kind of see how things are going. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, yeah.
Well, Jay, it is good to see you in a good spirits. Merry Christmas to your family, and appreciate you calling. And let's get one of them good old Who Dats for the road.
Who else said they're going to be through Saints? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
All right.
Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, Chris. Merry Christmas, Chris.
It is indeed. Merry Christmas to you.
I bet. Hey, dude, look. Man, I am drinking eggnog, Chris, but I wish I could be drinking something a lot stronger on the air because, we talked last week, and and I'm gonna let you have your moment. In fact, I'm gonna let you have your moment right now because you called in. Go for it, Chris.
Oh, I don't know where to begin. I mean, they did. They got the victory against Philly, which was much needed, and still a lot that needs to fall in place if we want to win the division. But it's a good win. A lot of weaknesses still exploited, and the biggest one I think is Dak Prescott and his ability to read through his progressions instead of just, if it's not at the X receiver, I'm going to ditch it out to my tight end, because the NFL's caught on to that, and they're gonna pick it off every time. And they got a pretty good one last night against them with that as well. So I don't know. I think we need to go back to quarterback school with Dak Prescott and get him to properly read through his progressions.
I wanted to. Hey, I was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and that's my hangout where I go and I watch all the games. And as the game went back and forth, and I tell people, in order to be able to talk about the different games and the show, like I got to be able to at least, kind of have an idea what's going on, because a lot of times I get locked in on about 3 or 4 games, with the ones that's kind of like, then everything else I kind of feed off what the surrounding crowds are doing. But I think that game for you guys was a no win. It was a no win situation for you guys, because if you and you guys won, now they're gonna say, "Yeah, you know what? And they didn't have Jalen." And if you had lost, they're like, "Man, they can't even beat the Eagles. The Eagles beat us with a backup quarterback."
True. you know, I, Regardless of who's back in the backfield, I mean, we're seeing this week after week right now. We're missing our cornerback,
Yes.
Brown, our starting cornerback,
And that's starting to
who
show.
was it? Yeah, he's a massive help in the run defense, and apparently more of a help in the pass game as well than was really noticeable. But I don't know. I think we go ahead and we limp into the playoffs, see if we can get healthy, but we got to find somebody to step up and take that role, because we can't stop the run. Like we've got a great goal line defense. We held Philly to several field goals, which was great, but they went down the field on us. You can't win in the playoffs allowing them to run down the field on you. Like you can't go field goal for field goal, or you got to stop people from getting points period in the playoffs. So I think we got a long way to go with this. What was the doomsday defense is kind of showing to be like the lackluster defense now, but we'll see how it goes when we get to the playoffs.
When I was at the the bar, and I would take you to the fourth quarter, and you guys were on. I think you guys were inside the 5, and you guys settled for a field goal. Now, do you know there were people in Buffalo pissed off because you guys decided to settle. The Cowboys decided to settle for the field goal and not score the touchdown.
If I'm thinking about the right one here, this is actually the field goal that put us up.
Yes.
that broke the tie that we were in. I like the call. Personally, I like the call. With everything that's going on with our team right now, we got 3 points. You take the points while you can. Then you make them score a touchdown. Go for the tie, that's fine, but you make them score a touchdown. And they made their mistake on that drive to go back down the field and try and score that touchdown. So I like the call. It's not the popular decision, but it's 3 points when we were 0-0 essentially at that point. That was the difference maker.
And in fact, that put you guys up by 6. And
So it was the second one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was the second one. These guys, these fans, I mean, they were pissed. And they were like, and I'm like, do you guys know how hard it would be for them to go down and score a touchdown? But you guys saying, go for the touchdown. If you don't make it, then all Philly has to do is drive the length of the field and kick a field goal, and we're going to overtime. And I said, that doesn't make any sense. No, man. I was like, seriously?
Well, that's the Dallas Cowboys fan base right there. We want to stick it in the jugular. You know, we want to just end everybody we play against. And I mean, we got to be realistic here. I mean, we're pretty banged up, and we've limped away with a win. Let's take that, and then we'll work on the rest later. What's your famous saying? A win's a win. So
a win is a win, baby. And that and man, I'm like, because the gist of the show is for people to call in and talk about a specific event or whatever. But it was just behooved me that the fact that these people were so pissed off that the Cowboys did not go for it when they're up by 3, and I'm like, man, are y'all crazy?
Well, there's so much more you could be upset about, in my opinion. Like, I understand you wanting to keep your run game and establish it, and make sure you can carry it on throughout the game. But Dak was doing pretty decent with the passing game, and it kind of seemed like there was different points in the game where it just kind of felt like the heartbeat left the team, and it was like they were trying to force something. And anytime Dallas starts to force something, that's when Dak will go into his notorious interception mode. So I don't know. I like the call for the field goal, but there's other things I personally would have complained about.
Well, the thing is that the Cowboys did not stop those guys from going up and down the field. So what? And I asked the guy, I said, "Hey, what makes you think that all of a sudden they can stop them from going down and kicking a freaking field goal?" I said, "It's gonna be much harder for them to go down and score a touchdown." But you know what? Now that I got you on, let me take a swig of my my eggnog here. Yeah, I'm drinking on the air.
Get it lubed up.
And so I like the fact that Michael Parsons, and I'm thinking, do the coaches not have any damn sense? The player got to say, "Hey guys, we got 2-3 timeouts here, and we are dog tired. Call a freaking timeout so we can get our win back, so we can mount one last assault on the kingdom."
Yes, that was crucial, and I'm whatever you want to say about this MVP thing and however it plays out, that's a true leader on the field.
Yes.
To know what needs to be done from the sideline while you're in the middle of the game. That's probably what ended up saving that game for us last night, was him going, "Hey, dude, we're gassed. Give us a minute to breathe here. 30 seconds. Get some water. We'll get to stop." And that's what happened.
Well, that's one of those situations where the coaches are watching the game instead of coaching the game, because I think they were so wrapped up into watching the game instead of realizing, you know what, we got, I don't know if you guys had 3 timeouts. I know you guys had at least 2. And it's like, okay, at the end of the game, what the hell are you going to do with those timeouts? Are you going to take them back with you to the locker room? Call a freaking timeout.
Yeah, you're not going to roll them into next week.
No.
And there's that big rumor, kind of a rumor going around right now with the whole Sean Payton thing and Mike McCarthy going out. And I think this kind of adds that fuel to that fire when you've got your coaches watching the game, being spectators instead of calling the game. Like, you have a fan base, let them watch the game. You coach the game to make sure you get that win for that fan base. And I think we need to kind of break that tendency on the sideline, because they are very much fanboys on the sideline as opposed to coaches.
Yeah, exactly. But Chris, I need
but it shows in the penalties too, the lack of discipline. So it goes further than that.
Yeah, it did. But you know what? Like I said, it was a catch-22. You guys won. And now people are saying, well, you know what? They didn't have Jalen. They didn't have you. It'd been totally different. And then if you guys had lost, it was like, man, we got beat by, we need to can Dak and fire the coach because we got beat by a backup quarterback. It's like, it was a no-win.
It wasn't. And, the record books don't keep track of who was the starting quarterback. So That's still a victory in our column and a loss in their column. And at the end of the day, it helps narrow that field for the playoffs down even more. So I'll take it.
Well, right now, Chris, I need you to put your therapy hat on, cause man, I gotta talk, man, dude. I need some therapy because last Sunday and yesterday, man, that sent me over the damn edge. Let me hit my own cussing bell, man, dude. Let's start with last Sunday night. And I said, brother, all we had to do, how do you not beat a team that you had a week to prepare for and you just played that damn team? I don't, I don't.
So going back to this, I'm with you, but I'm going to give you this. Let me give you this little bit for your therapy session here. That game should have gone differently had the Zebras not been in the Giants' pocketbook. There was a blatant PI call that was missed at the end of that game that is really what made the difference on that game. So I would hang my hat on that. You beat them. Technically, you beat them, but the refs just didn't call it the way it needed to be called.
Well, this is what I say. I say, yeah, that was a bogus call. It was a bogus missed call, and the refs, they did contact the organization and hey, we missed that call. But it should not have came down to that one specific call because Heineke, if you're going to run the ball and we call your number, protect the damn ball. Protect the damn ball. That was it was that turnover and the fact that he threw another interception. That's where the game was lost. And there was one specific event. The offense was clicking, and dude, oh man, once again, it comes down to play calling. It's third. We are like second and three. Why do you not run the ball on 2nd and 3? Then you set yourself up to have to throw the ball on 3rd and 3, and my man got sacked. I'm like, seriously, man, all you had to do was you got 2 stud running backs back there. Turn around and hand them the freaking ball. That way your 3rd down is more manageable. It's either going to be, hell, 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And you got the whole playbook open at that point. You're forcing a defense to not only cover the run, but the pass as well. So you're spreading the field out still.
The whole playbook, man. Whole playbook. And then the one call where I get the refs where they say, you know what, we're not responsible for telling you how to line up. But the guy checked with the referee and said, hey, am I good? They show him, ask the referee. McLaurin says, hey, man, am I good? And the referee says, yes. Okay. So we score a touchdown. They call it back because the referee said, oh, the formation was screwed up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, week in and week out, how many times do you see that outside receiver checking in with the line judge? You see it every week, multiple times in that week. So, that's kind of a bogus. I don't even know what you want to call that one.
Man, I'm like, dude. So now let's fast forward since I'm in my therapy section and you charging me $200 an hour for the session. Let's fast forward to yesterday. Dude, I'm like what I'm seeing the first quarter. We're going toe to toe with the 49ers, okay? I'm like, okay. All I'm asking for is let's keep this game close going into the fourth quarter, and you know what? Anything can happen. My God, Chris, why would you go for it on 4th and 1 from your own 30? 4th and 1, and
I don't have a response for that one. That's kind of a boneheaded call right there.
God, and not only that, you're gonna use your little 190-pound quarterback to try to get that 1 yard, and you're going up against the number 1 defense against the run. You got 2 stud running backs back there. Seriously, man.
they normally like to say it's all downhill for the offense because you've got everybody pushing and the defense has got to be perfect. But I mean, if you got more weight to throw around behind that ball, do it. I mean, I agree wholeheartedly. Do it. Throw the weight that you've got.
Oh,
Throw the talent. Throw that conditioning for that behind that.
and here's the second one. Second one is the opening drive. We drive the ball down. We get the ball on the freaking 3-yard line, okay? Take the freaking points, man. We decide, we're going to go for it. No. Take the freaking points because it's good for your psyche. Take the points. We didn't take the points.
Absolutely. You don't. I mean, you want to get as much as you can, especially going against like the 49ers like that. You want to take every chance you get.
And you're going against a rookie quarterback, man. Seriously? All right, now here's number 3. This what made me just this what made me just call the waiter and say, man, cash me out. I gotta go. I can't take any more of this. We had managed to by this time we had switched quarterbacks. And you know what? Heineke is good, but Heineke is so limited to the point that sometimes you still have to protect the football. I understand the switch. Protect the football. Protect the football. And he in the last couple of games he's shown he can't do that. You know, you're limited, and we're only gonna get limited opportunities. So you got to protect the football. But we bring in Wentz, and you know with Wentz, hell, that's a wild knuckle ride anyway. So by this time, man, I'm like, what the hell? But we go down, and now I can see there is a difference between how Wentz move when he's on, because he can zip that ball, whereas Heineke can. You can see the arm differences, and I see why teams fall in love with the guy. But we managed to close the gap within 8 points. Right? We scored a touchdown. For the life of me, man, we're down by 8, and it's 5 minutes left. Why the would you try an onside kick with 5 minutes left in the game?
That's a lot of time in a short field.
Yeah,
and real about it.
And guess what? The ball didn't even cross the freaking. The ball didn't even cross the 50. So now you're giving this rookie quarterback. You're down by 8. You're giving a rookie quarterback. He only has to go 15 yards. Hell, he only got to go maybe 20 yards for a field goal, which would have put it, made it a 2-score game again. And I was like, so at some point, you can't get mad at Heineke. You got to get mad at the offensive coordinator and the coach. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Heineke is what he is, You're
not wrong, although I almost feel like you guys could do what Houston did against the Cowboys, where that 2-quarterback set was going on. And I feel like if you guys could play Heineke and Wentz off each other like that, when Wentz is on, you guys can demolish some teams. I think there's a lot of play call issues going on in Washington, but there's also you're not utilizing the tools you do have to their full potential. And somebody needs to come in there and go, hey, look, guys, let's blow up this playbook and let's start from scratch using what we actually have.
Well, that's why I say it is time to fire the offensive coordinator and possibly the coach. Now, I know the coach is on the defensive side of the ball, but he's the head coach. He made that call, that going for it on your own 30. That was a Riverboat Ron call there. Okay, but the everything else that's on the offensive coordinator, man. The bonehead play calling and dude. But hey, Chris, let some more people get in here, brother. I appreciate you letting me bend your ear because, man, I felt like jumping off of at least my couch. Hey, man, have a good
Christmas. Keep it grounded. The NFC East is in.
Ah, God, man. Hey, brother, appreciate it, man. You have a good Christmas, okay?
You as well. Merry Christmas.
Hey, you too, man. Thanks for calling on Christmas night, man.
Oh, anytime, brother.
Sports Therapy with FH Jr.
What's up, FSH? It's your boy, Brandon Cooper, the Ravens extraordinaire.
Brandon, I know you've been on hold for about good 2-3 minutes. I know you heard me cry.
Oh man, I don't know where to begin. You know what I can say?
Man, just
can
go
say
and
Seattle
pull
lose.
the scab off, man. Like
I'm gonna say
just yank
it
it.
right now. Number one, San Francisco 49ers might be in the Super Bowl. That's a cold team. Number two, I like what I saw from Chase Young. Don't get me wrong, but it's just your offense. You guys seem to can't put consistent drives together.
It's play calling, man.
The play calling is terrible.
It's play calling. It is play calling.
But I would hate to say this, but the one thing that's keeping y'all ahead of the Seahawks is that tie.
Yes.
Technically, it doesn't count as a loss.
Yes.
It doesn't count as a loss.
Yes.
Y'all are at 500 right now.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, yo.
Yes. Yes.
But I guess y'all are that sorry it works in your favor. If I was y'all, do not put Carson Wentz back in the fold.
They're gonna put it. They're gonna put him out there, man. You know it's coming, man. You know it's coming.
You know what happened.
Oh, I know.
You know what happened.
I know. They're gonna put him out there, and he can't move. He's a statue. But now this is what got me. And as I had to talk to my man, I said, "Hey, dude." I had to go back and talk about two games. The Sunday night game, man, and like I tell people, yeah, it was a bogus call by the refs, that last pass interference that they failed to call. But I said,
y'all, that's 2 games in a row. That game hurt you.
It shouldn't have came down to that. Heineke got to protect the ball. If you know you're going to run, if the coach calls your number, you know, hell, I'm getting the ball. At the worst, I can't fumble. You know,
the fact that y'all played the Giants tied, went on a bye week, came back and played them again, and folded.
Dude, we crapped in the bed.
I was like, yo, a team should never beat you off the bye week.
Never. The same
especially if they're not on the bye week.
Yes.
Same team got y'all twice, man.
Same.
You know, the crazy thing is, y'all got the Browns coming up. I'm rooting for y'all next week. You know, anytime anybody's playing the AFC North besides the Ravens, I'm rooting for the opposing team.
Hey, that's how I feel about it.
Hopefully y'all win. And then that last game of the season is going to be a barn burner right there, because that's going to really predict whether y'all the 7 or 6 seed.
Or if we in it at all.
Yeah, so y'all gotta win that.
We gotta win, dude. We gotta win. Because the only two teams we have now, Green Bay is starting to kick up a little sand, but Green Bay and I believe Detroit played each other.
Detroit.
They played each other that last game, and
because Green Bay, Detroit, and Seattle are right behind.
Right now, if it comes down to we got a 3-way tie. Oh, of course, I'm gonna be cheering for Green Bay because we have a victory over Green Bay. But what got me
have that tie.
Yeah. See, what got me, man, is the fact that now let's fast forward to Sunday game. Dude, I like what I'm seeing because I said, hey, you know what? We are a team that can physically stand up to the 49ers. And we showed it.
You are pound for pound.
Yes.
Pound for pound, y'all have the defense.
Yes.
And y'all have the ability to run the football with Robinson, man.
Yes.
Y'all can do pound for pound.
And all we had to do was shorten the game, make it to one of those old Raven and Steeler type black and blue game where hell at halftime it might be 3-0,
Man, 3-0 at halftime, dude.
Dude, we went down on the first. We went down the first possession, and we should have kicked the field goal and went up 3-0. They decide, we're going to go for them. No, this is not one running team. Let's get on the scoreboard, feel good about ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and send a message. Nah, we didn't, and we didn't make it. So, dude, and then when you plan a game see, here's my game plan would have been, okay, guys, we're gonna, oh, dude, I'm pissed. Man, it would have been, hey, guys, I'm coming in this game knowing that they have a rookie quarterback. So my whole deal is to make him go that whole field and shut the run down, make him go the whole field and make him have to beat us. If he beat us with his arm.
And think about it, man, because Deebo Samuel isn't playing.
Right.
So like, bruh, he has one number one receiver. You know, Little is starting to. Kittle is starting to get back in the fold. But man, that's a rookie quarterback. You should be able to throw different looks at him and pressures,
Yeah,
man, to get that ball out of his
because
hand.
because the only thing he wasn't going through his progression. He was going through this is my first. If I don't see it, I'm going to check down. You know, now they caught us one time when we blew a defensive assignment when both of their receivers was in the same place. Either one of them could have caught the ball for a touchdown. That was a blown coverage. I like, okay, that's fine. But we went for it on our own freaking 30-yard line. Why? 4th and 1. We're on our own 30. And we decided to give this rookie quarterback a short field. Brandon. Man, let me take a swig of my let me take a swig of my eggnog, man.
Man, you might throw a little something in that eggnog, man. But here's the thing, he is the ultimate release valve weapon. And the thing about McCaffrey is he can give you so many choice routes underneath with the run. Now, I would assume Bostic is able enough to cover him one out the backfield, but still, it's not like you got like a Bobby Wagner or a Fred Warner or someone back there. You know what I'm saying?
But see,
so that's
we came in with a game plan of shutting him down, and we did. He didn't get loose. What got us was our own offensive coordinator, like a play calling or poor play calling, and our head coach calling a stupid bonehead play when simple football
riverboat run, baby.
Man,
you know, it just seems like your offense has no identity. Like your defense's identity is the pass rush.
Yep.
Y'all are like, look, we loaded our front four with first round picks.
Yep.
We can send 4 and we can drop 7. That's cool, but your offense has no identity.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. Are you a run team? Are you a pass team? Like, I guess you got some okay. I mean, you got Tommy McLaurin, but it's like, is he really? But can you get him the ball? Like, I don't know.
But see, man, we went down the field to Dotson. He caught, and that was one he should have caught. Hell, the guy fell and the ball went through his hand. Like, okay, I can live with that. But see, I can live with two teams playing and we just come out on the losing end. Dude, I got no beef with that. I have a beef with poor play calling when you in bad game management. And that's what that was.
It is. But you have too many weapons. Like, essentially, at one point in the season, you had 3 starting running backs. You have 3 wide receivers. You know, Samuel is pretty good.
Dude, we got weapons.
You got Dotson. You got weapons. It's just your offensive line is inconsistent. Y'all still was Thomas playing at tight end? You know, he's kind of in and out.
Yeah, and he's starting to not really be what because that's sometimes like, dude, just catch the freaking ball, quit fighting the football.
Yeah, I would have thought he was more of a Darren Waller type.
Yes.
He's not. It's not there. It's not there.
No. We may end up having to take a tight end in the the draft or figure out a way to get one. But man, dude,
you got to get on your horses, man.
But
I think your offense doesn't have an identity because your quarterback doesn't have an identity. I think we don't know what your quarterback can do and can't do because you have 2 very inconsistent quarterbacks.
I say it is play calling because play calling stops you from getting into a rhythm. When you are 4th and or 3rd and 2. Man, run the freaking ball. It was one time we were 3rd and 2, and we were 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Man, elementary coach gonna say, okay, we 2nd and 2. No, 2nd and 3. We 2nd and 3. Elementary coach gonna say, we're gonna run this ball because we may pick up that first down or the 3rd down is gonna be manageable. Nah, we said we're going to pass it, don't make it. And now we get sacked on the third. I'm like, man, it's play calling. You got 2 stud running backs. Let them get lathered up. See, he don't let the running back get lathered up at all, man. before.
Because Robinson is good, man. He can carry, he can tote that thing.
He don't let him get because a good running back, man. They got to get an ebb and flow of the game. A good offensive line got to get a good flow of the game. You know, if that run game going, those offensive linemen, it's just that I'm telling you, man, the offensive line is consistent because of inconsistent play calling, man. The dude calls. He's like, man, and I'm sitting up in Buffalo, and I'm telling the guy who's a 49er fan, I said, watch us make some dumb call. And, man, the minute I said it, we went forward on
Hey, man, like I said,
our own 30.
Hey, man, you should have never let Trent Williams go. That was the downfall.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
That was it right there.
Well, they didn't treat him right. He had a medical condition. They lied to him about it. He had a tumor.
About that cancer.
Yeah. When a player loses all confidence in the team, management, everything, and he knows that you're not good for his welfare. Nah, he's out, man. Yeah. But like I said, man, we got to make some changes, brother. We got to make some changes, man.
We do, man. And just one last thing, man. Ravens, boom. We made it in the playoffs. We clinched it. I was very mad. I needed the Patriots to beat the Bengals, because they would have beat the Bengals. We would have been number one in our city.
Yep.
But the Patriots fumbled at the end of the game. Dude.
I know. I thought they were going to take that one, man. I thought they was going to take that one, brother. I did.
It's an interesting season, man, because shoot, if the Eagles lose these next two games, the Cowboys get that number one spot in that division. So, the question is,
now
do you rest Jalen Hurts to the playoffs, or do you get him in?
Well, true that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the Cowboys are going to – I don't think they're going to make too much noise in the playoffs, because I think their defense – I think the defense is spent. I think they peaked too early. They ran the linebacker in the ground, and I don't think they could not stop the run at all. They gave up 30 points.
I can't. Against Gardner Minshew.
Yes, you gave up 30 points. I'm just saying.
Which means that the Eagles were running on a limited playbook.
Yes.
Because they are mostly a run-first team.
Yep.
That's unreal. So I was like, bro, if Jalen Hurts was here, no way I would have won this game. That game was way too close coming down the stretch, man. With Gardner Minshew,
at all. At all. Well, hey, brother, I appreciate you calling, man. Merry Christmas to you and the family, man.
Yes, sir.
And man, you just don't know. I'm so pissed off, man.
Man, somebody get this. This is the first time I've seen a team tie with somebody, go on a bye week, and then lose to the same team.
The same team that you just
y'all vacation too much on that. Y'all vacation too much on that bye week. I know how y'all do.
Oh, brother. But hey, man, you have Merry Christmas, man. Hey, get a plug in,
yes,
bro.
Sir, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, man. Hey, man, this is Brandon Cooper from Grand Prairie, Texas. Ravens Extraordinary. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Jet_affiliated. And catch my boys and I, the D1 Ignite podcast. That's on Spotify, Apple Music, and Anchor app. D1 IGNANT University. Hey, man, signing out. Everybody be happy and healthy, man. And don't do anything stupid over New Year's Eve, please.
I know. All right, brother.
All right, my man. God bless.
You too. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr. Sports Therapy with F.A. Jr.
What's up, my boy?
What's up? My homeboy Glenn.
Man, you got it, man.
Man,
you got it, man.
My team got me drinking on the air, brother.
Man, I know, man. Y'all might want to get ready for next year.
Man, I'm drinking eggnog.
Y'all might want to get ready for next year. Get y'all offensive coordinator.
Man, everybody that I talked to tonight, man, between Chris from Chris the Cowboy fan and Brandon, I told him, man, at the end of the day, man, it's play calling. It's play.
It's all about the play calling, brother.
Because you've asked me, hey man, when y'all gonna open up the playbook? I like, no, it ain't that. It's this guy. See, when you call plays, that's this thing called scope and sequence. You call a play to set up another play, but if you see something that's working or the other team can't stop it, you keep running that. And maybe we all kind of old school a little bit, but hell, man, when you got 2nd and 3, that everything should tell you that should be a run and play. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, y'all need an offensive coordinator.
God, man,
Bad.
because
y'all need to put up a help wanted sign.
oh man, but you know what? I told people, I said we went toe to toe with the 49ers for that the first quarter. And I'm like, okay, because I told people, I said, we built for the 49ers. We can physically match up with them. It's just that we get down there, first possession, brother. We get down there and just take the field goal. I'm like, dude, take the points. We decided, I don't know, 4th and 1, we're going to go for it against the number 1 run team. Didn't make it. Seriously? And then they got a rookie quarterback, so he gonna be limited in what they're gonna let him do. We decided with 5 minutes left to kick an onside kick. We down by 8 points and don't make it. Give this guy less than 40 yards to go for them to score. You tell me, explain that one. I can't.
Like I said, man, get y'all an offensive coordinator. Just like we need. Hey, Pittsburgh and Redskins need help both. Need help as an offensive coordinator. I want to send a shout out to my Steelers, even though they won last night.
Yeah, they did.
But we still need an offensive coordinator.
Y'all look. You know what, man? I was watching that game. I said, now I wonder what my homeboy Glenn gonna say about his 40-year-old rookie.
I think my 41-year-old rookie did pretty good last night.
He did.
At the end, he played pretty good ball. I kind of proud of him, but we still need an offensive coordinator because we don't open up the offense enough. We don't. 2 or 3 years ago, we had one of the best offense in football, and now we're struggling to even pass the ball 15 yards. I don't understand that.
But you know what? I was listening to the announcer last night, and he said that the Steelers were going to try to go back to being just a power run football team and they admit that, hey, the Steelers were a team that just come out and slinging around for the last couple of years. He said they're going to try to go back to being that power run, run the ball, and play good, solid defense. I don't know if that's going to work in the new age, but that's kind of,
No, them days over with.
Thank you.
They need to get some more playmakers.
Yeah.
We need a few more playmakers.
Yeah.
The run game.
Y'all got a nice running back, though.
I kind of look. Yeah, it do. But I kind of look back as the season went on. You could always look back on things. We could have used that first round pick on I believe something else besides running back. So you could always go to free agency and find a pretty decent running back. They always out there.
True.
But we need to shore up that offensive line though, pretty bad.
True. You're right.
Yeah, because right now I can see even as we got good playmaker receivers, got good decent running backs, but we don't have a good decent offensive line.
No.
And we don't have a good secondary.
No.
On defense, they can't cover nobody. They cannot cover anybody. But I'm still proud of them, what they did last night. But I do got one rant. You don't have to worry about your custom bell tonight because it's Christmas.
Oh, okay.
It's Christmas. I want to be honest and specific. Don't worry about your custom bell. But I want to let the damn Cowboy fans know. Don't think you did nothing just because what happened last night. Y'all beat the Eagles with a second-string quarterback and still took all you had. So I'm just letting them know. Don't get your hopes up too high. The team I'm kind of concerned about in that AFC, and I told you that before the season started. They're young, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Boy, they started coming around.
They growing up before our eyes, and they're gonna be a team to reckon with in the next few years. And the New York Jets, you might have to turn your cursing bell on one more time because I want to say this here. New York Jets got to be the dumbest damn team in football. So y'all had a chance to get Justin Fields, but y'all go out there and judge a quarterback because he threw the football 50 yards in a pro day, and y'all gonna judge a man by that. And here Justin Fields ain't nothing but if y'all had Justin Fields, y'all would have been in the playoffs right now. They would have been in the playoffs. They wouldn't even have to be worried about going through that.
Yeah, because I guarantee you they're having buyer's remorse. God, because they're talking
That's
about
right.
letting Zach Wilson just letting him walk.
Zach Wilson, man, they judge that. Hey man, they judge that dude on pro day. How in the hell can you judge a quarterback on pro day? And here you looking at a guy like Justin Fields as a winner all the way through high school, and you gonna go judge a quarterback from BYU just because of what he did on pro day. That don't make no sense. And they know they did it, but they don't want to admit that. They know they did that. They know they screwed that one up.
Oh, I agree.
They screwed that one up. Yes, sir. They knew they screwed it. The Jets knew they screwed that up.
I agree with you on that, man.
And it's going to come back to, yes, sir. And it's going to not come back to haunt them this year, but years to come. Because I don't see no decent quarter. They're not going to get a Bryce Young or a young kid from Ohio State. I don't see no other quarterbacks in the next year or two coming along at their caliber. I'm not going to say it's not, but they had their chance with Justin Fields. But they're going to go out and judge a guy just because of what he did on pro day. And Justin Fields been a winner all the way through high school and college.
From day one.
They should have had him to grow with the wide receivers and that running back they got. All of them would have came along at the same time. And that would have been your foundation for the next 3 to 5 years.
Very much so,
they
bro.
blew that one.
I agree.
Yes, sir. They blew that one. It's the same way by Steelers. We had a chance to get Jalen Hurts. But y'all going to go out there and get a damn offensive lineman. I don't even know if he's on the team now. and that's why, and it's hurting us right now.
True.
But, like I said, it's the playoff. It's really getting interesting. It's cold weather. Telling a lot. It's having a lot to do with the playoff implication and everything going on. That cold weather play a big part. Believe it or not.
Hey,
man.
So
don't nobody want to go out there and play when the temperature 11 degrees below zero.
Hey, man, let me say this to you. The last game of the year, we play the Cowboys, and it might make a difference between us getting in the playoffs or not. If they beat us and we don't make it, I guarantee you that we're going to, if they beat us, they will not be able to go any farther than the next team because it's going to be such a physical game that I guarantee they're going to lose some players or somebody before. They may limp into the playoff, but I guarantee you they're going to lose that first round because if I'm the Cowboys, when they play us, I would just mail that one in.
They're going to limp in there anyway because, like I told you, I've been telling you this for the season start. Dak Prescott is not going to lead the Dallas Cowboys to no Super Bowl. Cowboy fans might well get them some lottery tickets. You got a better chance winning the lottery.
Now,
Dak Prescott.
What I saw was the defense have starting to wear down. I think they peaked too early because they gave up 30 yards. They gave up 30 points to a team that you knew was a primarily running team. So it's like, okay, the Eagles didn't hide anything they were going to do. They just came out and ran the ball. So
correct.
So And when you start to get in that playoff, brother, it is about that run game. It's about that run game. The referees ain't gonna call every call. They ain't gonna call it. They go
That's right.
them wide receivers that's open. All of a sudden, you can grab them. The refs ain't gonna say anything. The playoffs, it's just like the NBA playoff. You know how it gets to be. Used to be come down. It's a half court game. That's what the NFL playoff come down to. That man. They're not gonna make all those little nitpicky calls, man. They're not.
I totally agree.
So if you got those,
Totally agree.
and if you're a team, you got your players that used to the little timing pattern that he's supposed to right here because the ball gonna be here. They gonna let the guy gonna get away with a little bit more pulling and turning, and that's why Brady.
I totally agree.
Oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen, man. That's gonna happen.
Do you think by Jalen Hurts missing yesterday game would have an effect on him with the MVP?
Nah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
I was thinking the same thing.
It shouldn't.
Because if for some reason they trying their best to give it to Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes, though, I mean, I'm not taking away his talent. He is the best quarterback in the league. I'm not going to take that away from him. He is the best quarterback in the NFL. But he's not the MVP this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say MVP and the best player. Those are two different two different things. Now, but only thing that and I tell you this all the time. Whenever your quarterback is a primary runner like that, sooner or later he's not gonna have a long career. Sooner or later he get hit and it start to them shoulders and whatever. And so I'm hoping after this year that he learned to make more of a business decision and learn how to, hey man, I'm only running when I just absolutely have to, because right now, man, hell, he's on pace to have 1,000-yard rushing as a quarterback. That's not good.
That's totally correct. Usually when a quarterback have 1,000-yard rushing, they don't usually come close to winning the Super Bowl, because really, ain't no in the hell a quarterback should have no 1,000 yards.
Nope.
That's why you got a running back for.
Nope. Because I remember when I was in high school, man, and I was playing strong safety, man, I would have almost 8, 9, 10 tackles a game. I was like, man, I'm really good. Then I realized as I got older and when after I graduated from high school and I started watching more football, I realized, wait a minute. If your safety coming down and having that many tackles, that means your linebackers ain't crap.
That's right. I totally agree. That's totally true. I totally agree. And that's why I say, like, guys like Fields, Hurts, even Lamar Jackson, it's affecting him now.
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't be have to run for no 1,000 yards. Something that's not right.
Nope.
When your quarterback has to run for 1,000 yards.
Oh, and
right
every time when you get a quarterback that's primarily a runner like that, his career's gonna be shortened unless he make a change.
It's gonna be short.
Yeah, his career will be short.
That's right. And another thing, what a lot of people don't understand is when you catch a running back like that, run the ball a lot, the referee gonna call the game different.
Yep.
He might get a late hit. Maybe talking about, well, the referee don't call it.
Yep.
He don't look at him as a quarterback.
Nope.
He look at him as a running quarterback.
Yep.
He gonna call the game different.
I agree. And Lamar Jackson had to, he had to make a case for himself. He's like, hey man, I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit out of bounds.
Right.
I'm getting hit late, and the referee are not making no calls.
I totally agree. But I would say that's just me, because I'm a sport insider, which a lot of people don't know me like that. But I got a slim feeling that Lamar Jackson won't be back in Baltimore.
Hey, man.
That's just my gut feeling.
I
don't worry about what they say on TV. That's just my feeling.
I got that feeling myself too, because
I got a feeling that he won't be back in Baltimore.
Either that, or they're gonna franchise tag him. If they do that, he ain't got no choice. They can franchise tag him, then he'll have to play for that 1 year, and they'll pay him maybe about, I don't know, $30 million for 1 year, and then let him walk after that 1 year. And that's why guys don't want that franchise tag. It's like, okay, not only Only thing about it, if you franchise tag a quarterback, then the next year you're gonna have to pay him a hell of a lot more money, like we did with Kirk Cousins. That was just a wasted deal. But because you get teams that, well, we're not sure this is the quarterback we want, but we don't have anybody right now can take his spot, so we're gonna slap him with the franchise tag, and then pay him. Yeah, he may make about 30, 35 million bucks for 1 year, but that still ain't that long term money. That ain't that money that he's trying to get, where he's making.
I totally agree.
Yeah, and so that's what
Totally agree.
That's where they have Lamar Jackson at. Is that they can slap the franchise tag on him and not sign him for a long term.
I totally agree, but like I say, it's just something that ain't right about him in Baltimore. I know all of a sudden he's got an injury the last few weeks, and I can totally understand when a knee is a tough injury, so you don't know how it's gonna affect you from day to day, from week to week. But I just have a funny feeling it just don't seem right with him in Baltimore no more, and I could be wrong.
Well, like I said, I think it comes down to they don't want to pay. Well, it's not that they don't want to pay him, which they probably don't, because everybody knows that when you have a quarterback that has that running kind of style that he has, he's not going to be around 5 years. So you really don't want to get locked up into a long-term deal. Only way you can guarantee he's going to be around a long time like that, you have to give him what I call some better toys. You got to give him some number one receivers. You got to give him a number one tight end. You got to give him some good offensive linemen to block for him, because right now they're just using him to sell tickets and put asses in seats.
That's all they're using it for, because he haven't had a decent receiver since he's been in the league. Nobody but was it Anquan Bolden?
Yeah,
was it Anquan Bolden? And he was up in age by the time Lamar Jackson came in the league.
And I'll be honest with you, the owners really, if you're owner, you making your money. Really, the little money that
Thank you.
I
said thank you.
The owners, they
making this money.
Oh yeah, so. The owners, they ultimately want to be the win the Super Bowl, but the owners, they're making money hand over foot. So whether you sign Lamar Jackson or somebody else or whatever, I just think that deal's gonna get ugly at the end, because I think eventually they're going to.
I got that same feeling.
But I know they're gonna franchise tag him.
I got that same feeling. Either they do that or. Because they're not gonna trade him because he's too valuable.
No, they're not.
Nobody gonna give them 3 or 4 first-round draft picks.
Only thing I can see them doing is trading Lamar Jackson to, say, one of the lower tier teams who may end up with a first-round draft, who may get the first-round draft pick, and then them going and picking up a think about it, they could trade him to. Who's one of the teams that may end up winning first place? The Texans. Trade him to the Texans, and then get their first round draft pick. And then, you know what? Get your new rookie quarterback. Guess what? You got him on a rookie contract. You ain't got to pay him jack.
That's true, but it gonna set if they do that gonna set Baltimore back a little bit.
But
and then if Texas, just say for instance, if the Texans did try to make a trade like that for him, just saying for instance, the Texans are setting themselves up for failure, because, believe it or not, the Texans got the money to spend the offseason, and they got like 2 first-round draft picks.
Well, think about it, though, Glenn. Which one would you rather have, a proven product as a quarterback, or would you take a chance? Because you ain't guaranteed that look at Zach Wilson. You ain't guaranteed that first, second round draft pick that you pick as a starting quarterback, you ain't guaranteed them guys gonna pan out to be anything.
That's totally. Like I said, you're in a tough spot anyway.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to look at it like this too. A lot of people don't want to admit this, but how long Lamar Jackson been in the league. He's not going. I mean, just say if I was a general manager or the Texans, just using, I would want to invest that much money in Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Because first of all, what I look how long he's been in the league, and I know he got an MVP, but he's not.
But he's still fairly. He's still fairly a young guy though, Glenn. He ain't even 30.
Yeah.
He ain't even 30.
True.
But if you the Houston Texans, you want somebody that you know gonna put some butts in the seats. Lamar Jackson put butts in seats. Okay. Now all of a sudden, not only do he put butts in seats, you got now, hey, we showing more Houston Texans games on Thursday night and Monday night and all that. People want to see the stars, and that's when the owners make their money off the television. So
I understand that. So, but like you say though, you're taking a chance either way you go. But if I was a team just like a Houston Texans, and if I had the chance to get a Bryce Young now, or had a chance to get Lamar Jackson, I'd rather take my chances on Bryce Young growing up with that team than to get somebody been in the league like Lamar Jackson that been there already for 5 years.
I think I'm gonna take my chance with a proven product because you ain't guaranteed that my man gonna be anything. And look at Murray, Kyler Murray had 3 good years, and now they're like the league don't caught up with him.
Yeah, but you know why Kyler Murray in this situation? Because they ain't got no damn coach.
Well,
they ain't got no damn coach. How you gonna go out there and get a coach, got fired at college, and then go to the USC and make an assistant for 3 months, and then hire for a head coach? You don't supposed to win.
That's why they do it. But hey, Glenn, it is that time, brother. I got to shut it down, man.
Love you, man. Merry Christmas.
You too, brother. Appreciate you calling.
Happy New Year, brother.
You too, man. You finna hear the sound.
Sir. Love you, brother.
I love you too, brother. You finna hear the sound of my music. Discover Crown Royal, blended Canadian whiskey, patiently fit for a king, expertly blended since 1939. After a long night of crime fighting, I reached for a bottle of Crown Royal, and you know what I say? I say, crown me, baby. All right. Also, today's show has been brought to you by the Real Estate House of Texas, Lorene Sandifer. She is the realtor. If you want to, if you're in the market to buy a house, then you need to call 817-733-5354, and she will treat you right. And tell her that Sports Therapy sent you. Now, I'd like to thank all the country kennies and everybody from listening tonight, and I wish everybody a happy, happy Merry Christmas. And all those on the yard, remember what I always say. Stay golden, baby. Stay golden. God bless, and thank you for tuning in.